I'm Mrs. Johnston, I'm Head of Product Design, and I'm here to talk to you a bit about what to expect when you start your A-level course in September. I will be your class teacher. We also have in the department Mrs. May, Mr. Saunders and Miss Hodges, who are our technicians. I just wanted to remind you about why you were, you thinking about choosing product design, because obviously I'm really excited by this subject. And it goes well with so many other subjects. So if you're sitting there thinking about your options still, and you're still a little bit unsure, just remember that this is 21st century relevant. It's got really good employability skills. It really accompanies subjects like science, maths, geography, business and art really, really well. And it's also one of those subjects that if you're doing other ones that you're sitting down quite a lot, doing a lot of theory, this one's active, creative, you're using different skill sets. What you end up producing at the end of it is really good for interviews, and it really fits in with the industry and what they're expecting, so you would follow something in the same way as industry would. With our product design course, we do a lot of trips and visits. We're really conscious that we want to get you out there meeting people in industry, seeing actual products and designs. You'll see in a minute some things that have been inspired by some of those trips, but trips that we normally do are things like the Carrymore Environmental Centre, so taking people over to see the sustainable house and see how landfills are used and reused. We went to a product design and action talk last year where we heard from 5 people in the industry. We took everyone down to London to the New Designers exhibition and saw all the degree shows down there. We took A-level to the Bath Ironworks Festival and they did a bit of forge work. And we went on a V&A trip where we saw a really great plywood exhibition. We're always doing lots of things, and one of the things that we did run but it didn't go through, we might do again, is the trip to Romania, where we're going to go out and build farm buildings out in Romania. So there's always lots going on. We're very hands-on. If you're thinking still about which school, we've got so much here. There's so many good facilities, we've got so many good employer links. But the thing that really we're really known for is our staff here really help you. So product design staff are passionate about helping people. You get so much one-on-one help and support, guiding you through, and our year 13s, our previous year 13s would really back me up on that they get a lot of, they've had so much help with their UCAS and their choices, so we really, really work hard to make sure you get the best marks you possibly can with us. In terms of the actual course, when you come in year 12, you're going to be starting the theory for paper 1. Paper 1 is the bigger paper, it's worth 30% of the course. And we teach the theory through a series of practicals. So if you're learning about plastics, we'll do some plastic forming. If you're learning about metals, we're going to go on the metal lathe. If you're learning about wood, we're going to experience lots of different wood processing. So we try and learn it through hands-on, tactile exposure to different materials, fixings and so on. So you're not just sitting there listening to theory. Alongside that, you will practice techniques for your final coursework, which will start at the end of year 12. So your final coursework project will be something that is worth 50% of the A-level, and it's so you choose the design problem. So we're going to build on techniques and design skills that enable you to do that really, really well. Okay, so now I want to just take you on a little bit of a tour. For those of you that were at the school last year, you may have forgotten what this place looks like, and for those of you that are new, you'll get to see. So this is our big workshop. It's a really big L-shaped room, and this end of it has got all the wood-based machines. So we've got things like the wood turning lathe and lots of Hegner saws and pillar drills and soldering stations and sanders and things. We've got our bandsaw, and then around here you start to see our plastic forming and our metal forming areas. So we are really kitted up. I just thought I'd draw your attention to a couple of things. We've got an A-level project set up. This is a year 13 project from last year, amazing bit of work. This was all done with the vacuum bag. So this is exactly like our year 9 lamp project that we do on a bigger scale with lots of blue styrofoam and forming. And you can see the attention to detail. You know, this student's got 100% in her final project. for A-level, and that's what, you know, and she spent a lot of time here, but everybody was helping in the department because we're a really friendly, helpful faculty. Over here, we've got other things. We've got a small laser cutter. We have another room. In the other room, we've got a larger laser cutter and 3D printers. But here you can see the sorts of things. This is a Year 12 experimental project where they've been experimenting with the laser cutter and different veneers. So something you get an opportunity to do in Year 12 is really test different techniques out, because it doesn't count. It's not counting as a project. It's just a chance to build skills. So here's another example of that. This is another Year 12 project where they decided they wanted to experiment with plastic forming skills. So they made use of our plastic recycling machine. So you can see she actually used 3D printing, and she used laser cutting, and she used injection moulding. We've got an injection moulding machine, which is just here. She injection moulded wheels. So lots of techniques just to learn all about different plastic forming, just purely to help her with her development, and that was self-chosen. Okay. Okay, over here, we've got our metal area. So we've got our centre lathes, which you will be going on in Year 12. We've got our sheet cutters. We've got our forge, which is, hidden behind the table, forge and brazing hearth, kiln. You do get on the brazing hearth in Year 12 because we do a bit of brazing and welding. And then we've got mortising machines and other things over here. This is not a Year 13 project here. This is one of my favourites. She's experimented with wood turning all the way up, but it's actually got electronics inside. It's got Bluetooth speaker and a charger for your phone, and when you play the music, you open up this iris and the speaker is inside and it plays the music louder. This was a project designed for the student common room. It's a scaled down model of the real version that would go in the common room. But that was a really lovely project, and part of the work there was actually done on our 3D CNC router. So the student there learned how to use the CNC router, which was a real challenge for her, but that was yet again another set of skills that she came in and she worked really hard on. So finally, going back round to the other end of the workshop, I just want to talk about future pathways and things that you can end up doing, because our A-level students this year, they've gone on to get places at Imperial College to do engineering and architecture courses, and one of them's gone on to do business. So we get a diverse range of sort of where people end up. But you can see from the board, we've got a vast array of engineering skills that this course links to: sustainable design, apprenticeships, all sorts of architecture design, interior design, stage and set design. It works really well with. And we've had people go on to some really good universities. So this course really links to a lot of opportunities. But with my role as STEM coordinator, I'm also careers leader for Year 7 to 11. I get really involved in contacts, so I can really help you. I've helped my A-level students with a lot of work experience opportunities. So that's something that you would get that personalised approach to, depending on your interest, your career interest. And finally, I'm sorry not to see you all in person. It would have been lovely to have had you in on an induction day and we could have done a little project. But you did a great set of transition work. I was really impressed with the quality of work that's been sent to me, and I'm really looking forward to having you as my new class in September, where we'll get to be creative and make some great things and get back on all these machines. Let's get these machines working again.